The following is an educational and informational program for children.
Westfield Insurance, along with our independent agency partners, is proud to sponsor Academic Challenge, a program that celebrates scholastic achievement. Westfield stands for sharing knowledge, building trust, a theme that drives everything we do. We feel strongly that educational excellence is the key to a bright future. Academic Challenge shines a spotlight on what's best about our local schools and young people today. We wish each team the best of luck on Academic Challenge and in all their future endeavors.
Tonight, teams from Lakeside, Solon, and Strongsville meet on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Danita Harris.
Hello, everyone. I'm Danita Harris, and welcome to Academic Challenge. The challenge is simple. Tonight, these three teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics. But first, let's look at the team standings, because at the end of the season, the top three scoring teams will return for our championship match. But these points are very important for another reason. Westfield Insurance will grant over $30,000 to the top 10 schools that compete this season on Academic Challenge. Now, let's get started with our opening match right now, the lightning round. In this round, all three teams will compete. We will award 10 points for a correct answer, but we subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. We're going to start each team out with 100 points. Teams, get ready. Here we go. Double consonants are very common in the spelling of English words, and I want you to identify the following names and words, all of which contain a double P. That's double P. Ready? Let's have fun. The North Star is located in this little constellation. Strongsville.
The Little Dipper.
Is correct. The name of this large animal comes from the Greek for river horse. Strongsville.
Hippopotamus.
Is correct. The Declaration of Independence lists the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of this. Lakeside.
Happiness.
Is correct. This mountain range extends from Quebec to Alabama. Strongsville.
The Appalachians.
Is correct. This physicist directed the Manhattan Project that built the first atomic. Lakeside.
Oppenheimer.
Is correct. This was the nickname of the fruit planting pioneer John Chapman. Strongsville.
Johnny Appleseed.
Is correct. Luzon is the largest island in this archipelago country whose capital is Manila. Strongsville.
Philippines.
Is correct. Uriah Heep is one of the villains in this novel by Dickens. Need an answer? Solon?
David Copperfield.
Is correct. This ancient Greek is known as the father of medicine. Strongsville.
Hippocrates.
That is correct. And right now, take a look at your monitor for our final lightning round question. Let's go to Tim Leslie from the Cleveland Soldiers and Sailors Monument.
Commemorating the Civil War, this monument is made mostly of bronze, a metallic alloy consisting primarily of tin and what other metal with two P's in its name?
Lakeside.
Copper.
That is correct, and that is the end of the round. We're coming right back where you'll get a chance to meet the teams on Academic Challenge. Tonight's judge is Dr. Dorothy Blackman, sociology professor with Cuyahoga Community College. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Now it's time for our Mix It Up round. This is where the questions are worth 20 points. There's no penalty for an incorrect answer. And if a team answers all 6 questions correctly, they will receive 25 bonus points. But first, let's take a moment to learn about team number 1 from Lakeside. Lakeside High School, located 50 miles east of Cleveland in Ashtabula County. The high school began the 2006 academic year in a brand new state-of-the-art facility housed on a 100-acre campus. The student body of 1,200 are offered a diverse range of over 100 classes, including advanced placement courses in government, biology, math, chemistry, and physics. And serving as the team captain is Scott. Scott, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Scott Koblitz. I'm a senior at Lakeside High School.
All right, welcome. And David, tell us about yourself.
I'm David Sunderland. I'm also a senior at Lakeside High School.
And Stephen, what do you want us to know about you?
I'm Stephen Prine. I'm a junior at Lakeside High School.
All right, we welcome you to the show. Right now it's time to play. Remember, these questions are just for you, Lakeside. No need for you to hit your buzzers. Are you ready to play? They said yes. Here we go. You won't have to cry if you can find here the name of what German chemist who invented and named the common laboratory burner.
Bunsen.
That is correct. What same word will precede each of these words to name the crest of the Rocky Mountain Range and the Congress that adopted the Declaration of Independence?
Continental.
That is correct. I'm sure this phrase isn't right. Can you change one word and make the statement correct? Need an answer?
Change moves to run. Change moves to run.
That is correct. These three men all made news in different ways and at different times. Please place them in correct chronological order, starting with the earliest.
Magellan, Mendel, and Mandela.
That is correct. Of these three technical developments, which one was not in existence in 1945 at the end of World War II?
Microchips.
That is correct. And now you're going for your bonus points. To complete this sentence from a story by Somerset Maugham, fill in the blank with what word that a doctor would call epidermis.
Skin.
That is correct. Lakeside, you get 25 points. Excellent job. All right, it's time now to meet team number 2. Solon High School is regarded as one of the finest schools nationally and in the state of Ohio by publications such as Newsweek and Cleveland Magazine. Solon continues to pass 100% of the state educational requirements and is proud of strong finishes in the National Science Olympiad and Future Problem Solvers competitions. And the captain from Solon today is Prem. Prem, tell us about yourself.
I'm Prem Ganesh Kumar, and I'm a junior.
All right, welcome. And Sergey is next to you. Hi.
Actually, it's Sergey. I'm Sergey Niznanov, and I'm a junior.
All right, thank you, Sergey. And Dima, tell us about yourself.
My name's Dima Cherniak, and I'm also a junior.
All right, we welcome all of you to Academic Challenge. Remember, these questions are just for you. No need for you to put your hands on the buzzers. Here we go. You have to act today to find in this phrase what word that names the action a president takes to block legislation passed by Congress.
Veto.
That is correct. What same word is needed in both of these blanks to name a literary work by Thomas Paine and also the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
Rights.
Is correct. Now, this is just not the way the familiar proverb goes. Can you change just one word and make it correct?
Change chirp to hatch.
Is correct. These three scientific devices are listed here in alphabetical order. Can you rearrange them in correct chronological order according to the dates when they were invented?
Go for galvanometer, then cyclotron. Then
I need an answer.
Galvanometer, cyclotron, Apple computer.
That is correct. 2 of these countries are located in Africa, but which one is on the north coast of South America?
Guyana.
Guyana is correct. And to complete this quotation from writer Jim Bishop for your 25 bonus points, add what short period of time measured by the longer of the 2 main hands on a standard clock?
Minute.
Is correct. And Solon, you get 25 bonus points. Nice job. And our final team tonight is Strongsville. Strongsville High School is located in southwestern Cuyahoga County on a 70-acre campus. Close to 2,500 students in grades 9 through 12 attend Strongsville. A faculty and staff of 200 teach a comprehensive high school curriculum. Strongsville has achieved an excellent rating for the past 3 years and is consistently among the highest rated schools in Ohio. And the captain of Strongsville is Charlie. Charlie, tell us about yourself.
Hello, my name is Charlie Wyndham. I'm a senior at Strongsville High School, and I would like to thank one of our advisors, Mr. Brian T-Money, Tamino, and all the people who came out to support us today.
All right, thank you, Charlie and T-Money. All right, Vivek, tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is Vivek Sampathkumar, and I'm a junior. I'd like to thank a couple of our alternates, Chris Trainer and Mathura Sridharan.
All right, welcome. And John, tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is John Kraus. I'm a senior, and I'd like to thank one of our alternates, Justin Naschenbender, and one of our advisors, Mrs. Wakefield.
All right, welcome, Strongsville. Remember, these questions are just for you. No need for you to put your hands on the buzzer. Here we go. Don't ask anyone. Just study this sentence and find in it the name of what part of the eye that covers the iris and the pupil.
Cornea.
Is correct. To turn these words into phrases meaning unnecessary paperwork and a side issue that diverts attention from the main issue, fill in the blanks with what same word?
Red.
Is correct. This statement just isn't right. Can you correct it by changing just one word?
Change sulfur to carbon.
Is correct. Please list these 3 planets in order, starting with the one closest to the sun and ending with the one farthest away.
Mercury, Mars, then Neptune.
That is correct. If you wanted something badly enough to give your eye teeth for it, you would be offering to part with which of these types of teeth that are nicknamed eye teeth? Need an answer?
What are wisdom teeth?
Sorry, we're looking for canines. To complete this quote from movie director Federico Fellini, place in the blank what type of book, the story of one's life written by oneself.
Autobiography.
That is correct, Strongsville. Great job there. And that is the end of our round. We'll be right back with more questions and answers after this. Before we begin our next round, let's recap the score so far. It's a close one, folks. In third place, Solon with 255 points. Strongsville has 260 points, and in the lead right now is Lakeside with 275 points. It's time now for our picture-perfect round. Each correct answer is worth 10 points, but a wrong or no answer will cost 10 points. All 3 teams play, so hands on your buzzers, everyone. Eyes on the monitor. Here we go. This chart, titled Illustrations of Visible Speech, was devised by the father of what man who greatly facilitated speech by inventing the telephone in 1876? Strongsville.
Bell.
That is correct. Here you see a statue of Francisco Pizarro, who founded what Peruvian capital city? Solon.
Lima.
Is correct. In this 18th century painting, Macbeth and Lady Macbeth carry out the murder of their own house guest. What king of Scotland? Lakeside.
King Duncan.
That is correct. This expression equals what integer? Strongsville. Need an answer?
2.
Need an answer?
2.
Sorry, looking for 3. The highest award given by Habsburg monarchs was this elaborate decoration named for what golden treasure captured by the mythical Jason? Strongsville.
The Golden Fleece.
Is correct. In this reaction, what element replaces the silver in the silver nitrate? Strongsville.
Zinc.
That is correct. It would take more than salt to melt what kind of huge river-like mass of slow-moving ice, such as you see here? Lakeside.
Glacier.
Is correct. This Plain Dealer headline from 1995 celebrates the 3,000th hit of former Cleveland Indian Eddie Murray, who later would be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, located in what New York City? Strongsville.
Cooperstown.
That is correct, and that is the end of the round. We'll be back with more after right after this. Let's welcome and meet the team advisors from Lakeside. Let's say hello to Ed Gallatin, from Solon, Bob Weiser, and from Strongsville are Deborah Wakefield and Brian Tuminu. Okay, it's time now to get back underway with our game. It's time to play hot picks, one at a time. I'll ask each team 8 questions. A correct response is worth 20 points, and with no penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. First up is team number 1, Lakeside, and I'm going to defer to Prem from Solon to pick your envelope.
3.
All right, Lakeside, you get envelope number 3. Remember, these questions are just for you. No need for you to hit your buzzer. Here we go. Though Columbus is noted for sailing to America, he died insisting he had reached the shores of what continent that includes India?
Asia.
That is correct. On October 16, 1793, the guillotine claimed one of its most famous victims. What French queen, the wife of Louis XVI?
Marie Antoinette.
Is correct. Witnesses who turn state's evidence are often granted what sort of freedom from prosecution, as indicated by a word that can also mean an individual's resistance to disease?
Immunity.
Is correct. Take a look at your monitor for your science question. Of these 3 terms, which one refers specifically to a protein that acts as a catalyst?
Enzyme.
Is correct. After Vasco da Gama charted a water route to the east, a lucrative spice trade developed in what city, now the capital of Portugal?
Lisbon.
Is correct. You can see the ruins of hundreds of medieval castles if you visit what Irish county that names a 5-line form of comic verse? Need an answer?
Satire.
Sorry, looking for limerick. Take a look at your monitor for the math question. What should be the next number in the numerical sequence? Need an answer?
80.
80 is correct. A British army penetrated deep into Africa when in 1899, forces led by Lord Kitchener captured what capital city of Sudan?
Khartoum.
That is correct. Great job, Lakeside. Great job. Okay, now it's time for team number 2, Solon. It's their turn, and for your questions, I'm going to defer to Charlie from Strongsville to pick the envelope.
Number 1, please.
All right, number 1 it is. Solon, these questions are strictly for you. No need for you to hit your buzzer. Let's play. Many of the metal bolts used in building the USS Constitution were cast in the shop of what Boston silversmith who had earlier warned colonists that the British are coming?
Revere.
That is correct. President John Tyler had little in common with Robin Hood, except that Tyler's home was called by what same name as Robin Hood's forest?
Sherwood.
Is correct. Children often try to avoid their chores, but what Mark Twain title character is noted for the clever way he avoided whitewashing his Aunt Polly's fence?
Tom Sawyer.
That is correct. Take a look at your monitor for your science question. Underground caves were formed by groundwater dissolving clay, limestone, or shale.
Limestone, I think.
Need an answer?
Limestone.
That is correct. Love's Labor's Lost contains one of Shakespeare's few references to what three-headed dog that guarded the gates of Hades in ancient myth?
Cerberus.
Is correct. The Modern Prometheus is the subtitle of what Mary Shelley novel about a monster and his creator?
Frankenstein.
That is correct. Take a look at your monitor for your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
9.
Is correct. And now as you go for your bonus points, the first military hero to be honored with a New York City ticker tape parade was what naval hero who won the 1898 Battle of Manila Bay? Need an answer?
Jones.
Okay.
Jones.
Nope, sorry, looking for Dewey, George Dewey. But excellent job there, Solon. Wonderful job. All right, and rounding out our hot picks is team number 3 from Strongsville. And I think you already know what your envelope will be. We're going to go with envelope number 2. Strongsville, remember, questions are just for you. You don't have to hit the buzzers. Here we go. One of the first big oil tanker spills occurred in 1967 when the Torrey Canyon ran aground at the western entrance to what body of water separating France and Britain?
The English Channel.
Is correct. A mansion called Mount Pleasant was purchased in 1779 by what American Army officer who is now unpleasantly remembered as a Revolutionary War traitor?
Benedict Arnold.
That is correct. Although President Andrew Johnson first held elective office in Tennessee, he had been born in what capital city of North Carolina?
Raleigh.
That is correct. Take a look at your monitor for your science question. Which of these terms refers to the curved shape of the surface of a liquid in a thin tube as a result of the cohesive effects of surface tension?
Meniscus.
That is correct. The Courthouse Rock was a welcome sight to pioneers traveling on what trail that shares its name with a West Coast state?
Oregon.
Is correct. Although prejudice is not one of the 7 deadly sins, a Jane Austen title links prejudice to what egotistical feeling that is one of the 7?
Pride.
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor for your math question. If the scale of a map is 1/8 inch equals 10 miles, how many miles apart are 2 cities that are 2 1/2 inches from each other on the map?
200.
That is correct. And Strongsville going for the bonus points now. Atticus Finch, the hero of To Kill a Mockingbird, might have enjoyed reading the letters to Atticus, written by what same Roman orator who denounced the Catiline conspiracy? Need an answer?
Cicero.
That's correct. You get 25 bonus points, Strongsville. Congratulations. And that is the end of our round. Exciting stuff here. We'll be right back with our final and deciding grab bag round right after this.
For academic challenge information on the web, log on to newsnet5.com and click on Education.
Welcome back to Academic Academic Challenge. Before we continue, let's recap the scores. In third place, we have Solon with 405 points. Second place, Lakeside with 415 points. And in the lead right now is Strongsville with 475 points. It's time now to play our grab bag round. And in this free-for-all, each correct answer is worth 20 points, but a team loses 20 points for a wrong or no answer. There also will be some visual questions worth 30 points, but an incorrect answer will cost 30 points. Again, this is for all three teams, so everyone, I need your hands on the buzzers. Are you ready to play? All right, here we go. A new crater was recently discovered on what large asteroid named for the Roman goddess associated with the Greek Hera? Strongsville. Need an answer?
Juno.
Is correct. The letter C, bisected by two horizontal lines, is the symbol of what European currency? Solon.
Euro.
Is correct. It was a dark and stormy Christmas night in 1776 when George Washington crossed what river? Lakeside.
Delaware.
That's right. Take a look at your monitor for this question. This is the entrance to a caravansary, a combination fortress and resting place for caravans traveling to what B-initialed empire centered in Strongsville?
The Byzantine.
That is correct. In order to secure an inheritance from his in-laws, poet Lord Byron added to his family name what French word meaning Christmas? Strongsville.
Noel.
That is correct. If a regular octagon is inscribed in a circle, how many degrees of arc does one side of the octagon intercept on the circle? Strongsville. Need an answer?
45.
That is correct. A 5,000-year-old gold and platinum dagger was recently dug up by archaeologists in what Eastern European country whose capital is Sofia? Strongsville.
Bulgaria.
That is correct. Take a look at your monitor for this one. This comment on living in the White House was made by what 40th president, a Republican who lived there? Strongsville.
Reagan.
That is correct. Once the Federal Highway Administrator, Mary E. Peters, now heads what cabinet department concerned with highways, railways, and airways? Strongsville.
The Department of Transportation.
That is correct. Which of the following most exhibits the properties of ionic crystal, diamond, table salt, or graphite? Solon.
Table salt.
That is correct. An 18th century lawyer named Edmund Randolph was the first person. Sorry, that is the final buzzer, and it is the end of the game. Let's take a look at our final scores right now. We have in third place Lakeside with 435 points. In second place, Solon with 445 points. And our winner tonight of Academic Challenge is Strongsville with a whopping 635 points. Congratulations. Make sure you join us next week as we'll feature teams from Cuyahoga Heights, Kirtland, and Our Lady of the Elms. I'm Danita Harris, and we will see you next week on another Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.